Hey, welcome to Looming Crafty Fiber Arts. Today I want to show you how to loom knit the Zigzag Pigtail Lace Stitch, or Pigtail Stitch. It is lacy, it stretches in all four directions, so it's got some stretch to it. It's not tight, it's kind of a loose knit. This needs to be knit on an even amount of pegs. I'm only showing you flat panel, and this is just a stitch tutorial. It's not a project, so I'm just using 8 pegs to show you how to do this stitch successfully. Right now I'm working with a 3/8 gauge excuse me, and a number 3 weight of yarn. Now you can do this stitch on any weight of yarn, any gauge of loom with any weight of yarn. We will have to adjust the pigtail stitch according to what weight of yarn you use, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Now you can use any cast on you want to. I just went ahead and done my cast on. This is a garter, which is 1 row E-wraps, 1 row purls, and but you can do whatever cast on you want. Also, if I didn't mention it, this is a 4 row repeat. It's very easy to do. If you can purl and E-wrap, you're good to go. Okay, so to get started, we are going to start row number 1 after our cast on, and this is the first peg that we're going to slip. So slip just means ignore it, not do anything to it, and I'm doing that so I can get this little chain edging here, this little neat chain edging. So you don't have to do that. If you want to use a border, you can, but it's not necessary because this is a non-curling stitch. It depends on your project you're going to do in a flat panel, as what border you use or not. That's up to you. Okay, so the second peg, we're just going to E-wrap it twice, so we'll have 3 loops on our peg. Okay? Then we're going to pull our working yarn back in front. And we're going to scoop down through those 3 loops just like that. I'm going to pull that working yarn up from the bottom and make a new loop just like this. Okay, so there's my 3 loops. I'm going to take them off, push them back behind, and put the new loop back on. And what you've just done is you just purled 3 loops as one, basically. Okay? So working in pairs of 2 is basically what you're doing for as long as you want as wide as you want your flat panel to be. Then we're going to just purl this single loop, and you're going to repeat this pattern alternating around the loom. So again, wrap the next peg twice, purl those 3 pegs as one. Take your new loop off, your old loop off. I'm just not talking right today. And put your new loop back on. Okay. And then purl the next peg. And you just keep doing that for row 1. Wrap twice. Pull your working yarn around. Scoop down in between all 3 loops. Working yarn underneath those 3 loops. Pull the new loop up. Take all 3 of those loops off. Put the new loop back on. And then purl this one. And then I U-wrap to get that little chain edging. Okay. So let's recap. Wrap twice. Purl 3 as one. Purl only 1 loop. Wrap twice, purl 3 as one, purl only 1 loop. And you just continue that until you get to the end. Okay, row number 2. If you're familiar with any of my stitches, especially my Ross rib stitch, this is a stitch combination I use a lot in my stitches because I like the look it gives. So, if you've been following me for a while, you already know this. So this is the easy one. We're going to slip this peg. We're going to come to peg 2 and 3. We're going to come from behind and we're going to wrap around just like a big old E-wrap, just like this, just like that. Okay, so once you do the E-wrap around, you knit them both off, just like so. Okay, then we're going to take that working yarn, we're going to lay it in between the two that you just knit off, and we're going to purl that second peg. Alrighty, just like that. So you're working in twos. So you'll be coming from peg 3, around the back side of 4 and 5, back around the front, and wrapping both again. Knit them off, just like that, and then pull it back in between and purl the second peg. Now the second peg you purl, no matter which way direction you're going, to the left or right, you'll always purl that second peg in the direction that your working yarn's going. So back around again, back around to the front, knit off, purl second peg, and U-wrap the last one for that chain edge. Alright, so that's row 2. Wrap 2, knit them both off, purl second peg, all the way across. That's all you do. Okay? Now, row 3, we're going to do the opposite of row 1. If you remember the first one, we wrapped twice and then knit 3 as one. We're going to do the opposite. We're just going to purl that single loop, and then we're going to wrap the second one twice. Just like that, like we did before when we were doing this stitch. I'm going to purl it, take all 3 of those loops off. And this one, I wrap this one. Be careful not wrap it too tight. If you do, it'll be hard to get off. And then we're going to purl this one, just alternating. Try to wrap this one looser. Purl. And then purl one loop, just like that. Take the loop off, put the one loop back on. And then this one, if we alternate, will be wrap twice and purl. Take those 3 loops off, new loop back on, and then U-wrap. That's row 3. So it's just the opposite of row 1. Then we're going to go back, and row 4 is the same as row 2. We're going to wrap 2, knit them off, purl the second peg. Wrap 2, knit them off, and purl the second peg. And that's all there is to it. That's your 4-row repeat. And you will get the zigzag pigtail stitch. Okay, I mentioned earlier that if you go up in weight in yarn or down in weight of yarn, you may have to adjust your pigtail. If you go up to a 4, you might be able to get by with wrapping twice and then purling those 3 loops, but if it looks too thick, just wrap once and purl. I know with a 5, you're just going to wrap once and purl because it's so thick. You're still going to get that nice pigtail, but if you use 3, it's just going to be way too thick. I mean, you can try it. It's up to you. If you go down to a 2 or 1, you might want to try wrapping 3 times, especially a 1 weight. You might want, so you'll have 4 loops on there, and then purl all those. So you get a nice little pigtail. And when I say pigtail, that's what, when we wrap those 3 loops, that's what this is. 1, 2, and then there's the third. You can see those 3 loops. It looks like a little pigtail. And the zigzag comes in, I just want to mention this, I don't know if you've noticed it, but it goes like this, zigzag. So that's where I got the name. The Zigzag Pigtail Stitch. So if you have any questions, comment below. Don't forget to give me some likes, some thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I appreciate all my subscribers and followers. And I'm going to be doing a video soon. I have a new Facebook group called LC Fiber Arts. If you want to look me up, I'll see if I can't put the link down below in the comments. And it's just for followers, my followers and subscribers. I'll be putting some, like, works in progress and things that I might be working on. It's specifically just loom knitting. It's nothing else, just loom knitting. So if you want to follow me there, you can. I've had some issues with my business page where I can't post unless I post through Instagram. I don't know what happened. I don't have any marks against my page or anything. There's nothing crazy going on my page other than the fact for some reason I can't get in there and post under my Looming Crafty Fiber Arts name. And if I post under my name, it goes back to my main Facebook page, so I have to post through Instagram. So if you ask me any questions or message me there and I don't answer, that's why. But I'll explain that more in another video. But I hope you like this stitch and try it out. If you do and you make something, let me know. Come to my group, show me. I love to see. I'm going to be designing something else with this too in it. It's going to be in the fading winter cowl coming up. I'm going to be doing it in the round, so it's going to look just a little bit different, but we're going to be working on it in the round with that. And I want to do some kind of maybe a shawl or something with this in it. We'll see. But have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.